everything is boring now, and it's been like that for years. I guess since COVID. But I feel so bored with everything now. My mom wants to go to the mall. Well, so is my sister, and I just have no interest in going. And it's really because the mall just bores me to death. I was thinking about making a video just showing all you people, whoever's watching, around the mall, just so you can see why it's so boring. I mean, first of all, there's barely anyone there. I remember back in 2019, the mall used to be packed. I mean, packed. You can barely move around anywhere, really. It was just so many people, and now I walk in and it's like a ghost town. Even last year, I think there was like a few more people, and this year is just so dead. Like there's nothing interesting going on. To be honest, the mall never really interested me all that much. It's like one or two stores, maybe at a time, that interest me when it comes to the mall, and then the rest of it I just don't care. And this year, it's like one store, but I can't really go in there for reasons. And the other store that I used to like, I just don't anymore. And the rest of it is just all shit. It's mostly just women's stuff now. To be honest, I always thought the mall was like something women did. So, yeah. But everything is boring now, to me at least. I feel like everything is just behind like a large, all the interesting stuff is like behind a large paywall, and unless you can afford it, no chance you're getting behind the door. And I think even if you can afford it, it still manages to be disappointing. And I know you're thinking, why don't you just like try and have a good time? And look, I try it the best I can, but it doesn't always pan out. And this year, especially this summer, especially for me, it's just been boring as hell. It's just been boring. I mean, last year was boring too. And the year before that actually was pretty interesting, but not in a good way. Actually, another thing about last year was alright. There were good parts, but for the most part, life is just boring. Life has just been summer. Jesus Christ, I'm losing track of things. The summers have been pretty boring, is what I mean to say. And life summers have been boring with little bits of like good stuff. But life in general for me is not all that interesting. I feel like I should have a more interesting life than what I'm living right now. And I'm not really sure what part of my boredom is my fault and which part of that is the world's fault. I feel like kind of in this weird thing where, I know there are things I can change, but at the same time, there are things that are beyond my control, right? And that's what bothers me the most, is like I can't figure out which parts I can change and which parts I can't change. I was supposed to be taking summer classes this year because it's my last semester of college, which means I need to hurry up and graduate. And this summer I was supposed to take a summer class, and I got locked out of my email for like a month. And I had no idea what was going on with my classes, and only a few weeks ago I found out that the class had been dropped or canceled, which really sucked because I had all these things I shouldn't say like a ton of things, like I had like a structure that I was going to follow so that I could do whatever it is I was going to do and center around the classes. And then, I would just do my things the way I need to do it around those classes. But now it's just like whatever, because there's no classes now, and my whole schedule got messed up, basically. I've been reading a lot lately. I've mentioned this a couple of times, but I was reading the Darth Plagueis book, and I just finished it last night, which was good. And so far, that's been one of the more entertaining things that's happened to me this summer, which is sad. But I guess it's just how it is, and I still got my other books. It's funny because as a kid, I used to love summer because I would get away from school, and I did not enjoy school at all. And I still don't enjoy school, but now I also don't enjoy summer. Actually, the good thing about college is that I have a little bit more freedom, so I can move around a bit more. So, I could go into the city, I street perform, or go exploring all these other places, and that tends to be more interesting to me than the summer, because summer I just end up recovering from the semester. And of course, there's the problem with jobs too, because I've always looked at summer as a time for me to try and get work, and I've not found any work. Actually, this summer I was planning on trying to find more work, but I didn't because I had classes that were going to be going on in the middle of the day, and then those classes got canceled, and that's basically why I got so fucked up, because I really wanted to make some money. And the only reason I took the summer class, or planned on taking it, was because I just wanted to get my degree done. And now look at me, a broke bum. I guess I'm still making videos, so that's good. At least I'm still trying something. But the most interesting part of my summer is that I go now and I walk around and I listen to my CDs, and that's the most interesting part of my day, which is the saddest shit you'll ever hear. But that's how fucking boring the summer is for me, because I'm broke and I live with my parents, which means I don't have much freedom to go and do whatever it is I want to do, because I only have my own means of transportation, which means I can't really just go out whenever I want to, because other people have plans, to do whatever it is that they're gonna do, and I don't really have plans to do anything nowadays. I just wait and I just count down the days till school comes back on, so I can do the things I want to do, thanks to the beauty of public transportation, which I don't have here. In my area, I do have it, but shit, there's no really there's no really good transportation here except for the train, the Long Island Road, which is $10 to get into the city, or I could just drive up to the nearest bus stop and take a bus into the city. But then what am I going to do for the next few hours? Because I want to go down there to play guitar. If I couldn't play my guitar, I wouldn't go down there. I guess it is on me that I don't feel any interest, or that I feel very bored when in life. But at the same time, it's how much can I really do? How much is really available to me? Because without money, I can't really do anything. And I need to save up whatever little money I have, because I don't know when I'm going to make money again. I really wish I had a job, I really wish I could work, because I could make my own money and then I could do whatever it is I want. And I really want to do a lot of things, but without the money, I can't really do anything. And that really sucks. But I guess I'll just do what I can, which is really just to keep doing the same thing that I do every day, which is to exercise, make videos, and play guitar, and read, and watch whatever shit I can watch on the internet. maybe redecorate or reorganize my room. Whatever else I could think of, I guess, because that's all I can do. But yeah, maybe I will like make a video of the mall and just show you what goes on in there, because it really is like a dead end over there. Like, really, you gotta see the mall. Like, it was so much more popular when I was young. Like, you go every weekend and it's just packed. And now I go on a Saturday and nothing. It's like half empty. There's like a big foyer in the middle when you walk in, and it's just so empty. It's, you gotta see. Maybe I will make a video about if I show you what it looks like in there, because my God, is it empty. Yeah, that's basically it. See ya.